Hello, in this video, we're going to cover how to come up with your business based off of the topic that you chose from the last video. So now that you have a topic, your task is going to be to come up with an idea for a business in the realm of that topic. And what I'm going to do in this video is walk you through a couple of examples of companies that have started off of an idea, and then give you some extra resources in the document that's going to be in the description. So the first company that I want to talk to you about is Uber. So the story of Uber is actually quite an interesting story. There were two friends that were looking for a cab on one night when they were trying to attend a tech conference, and they were really struggling to find the cab. And that's where the topic comes into play. So the topic that they identified was that it was really difficult to call cabs. And so the idea became, what if you could request a cab from your phone? And that's where the idea of Uber came into play. And you can see the website that I'm on right now. If you're unfamiliar with Uber, essentially the idea is that you can request a cab on your phone and then a driver will come pick you up and take you where you need to go, and everything is done through the app. There's no sort of like standing out in the street and calling another cab. Basically, you can handle everything just from your phone, and that's where the idea came from. And you can see they have a really nicely made website. And so if you want, you can go through and you can see some of the company information. You can see like how Uber works, and you can learn a bunch of steps that they've laid out for just how their company works. And this is a really good example of taking a topic, turning it into an idea, and then fully executing it to create a business. And anything about this company is Googleable. If you want to find out about their business plan or more about the founder, then you can all find that on the internet. So the second company, though, that I want to talk about is Airbnb. And it's a pretty popular startup, but essentially the idea was sort of helping people organize trips when they were going on vacation, and you'd actually be staying in someone's home. And one thing that's really interesting to note about both of these companies actually is that they open up the market to two kinds of consumers. So we have the people who are actually driving the cars, the people who are renting out their homes, and also the people who are like riding in the Ubers, as well as the people who are like going on vacation and staying in these homes. So there's a lot of different markets that these companies are appealing to. And so that's really interesting, right? So you can keep in mind with your business or product that you're going to create, what kinds of people are actually going to use it? And that's just another question to sort of prompt your thinking. And same thing here, anything about these sort of companies are Googleable. So if you're curious, you can do something like just Google Airbnb mission statement, and you can see that what their mission is just to create a world where anyone can belong anywhere, and they're focused on creating end-to-end travel platforms that are going to handle every part of your trip. So those things are really important. You can sort of learn a lot about a company just by analyzing their mission statements and just poking around through their websites. So I really encourage you to do that. There will be more resources that I link on the resource doc, but some other questions that are really important to be thinking about when you're coming up with the idea for your business are things like, now that you've identified a problem, how are you going to solve that problem? Are you going to offer a service? Are you going to connect people to opportunities or other people or organizations? What are the steps that you can take to start solving that problem? And those sort of questions, when you think about that, are going to help you come up with a fully fleshed out solution that you can eventually turn into a product or business.